Yeah, hi there. These comments are for, I'm just going to use the first letter of your first and last name, so PS. So your question here is how can I improve reading and writing? Just tell me, I will try my best. Good question. So reading, and I think that you're one of my 7-step students to pass the TOEFL IBT, right? So I can give you some basic advice and tell you the different lessons I have on there to help you in this area. But reading is really, PS, a combination of doing 4 things. Before anything, you have to practice reading extensively, about 45 minutes a day, every day for about 6 months. This is very, very important. You're not going to get this from any website. You want to walk into a bookstore, get a newspaper, get a magazine, or get a longer book, and start reading these materials on a regular basis, 7 days a week, 45 minutes a day, for about 6 months. That's number one. You have to extensively read for a long period of time, and that helps give you contact with the grammar and the vocabulary of English. Number two, you need vocabulary. You need to learn about 1,500 to 2,000 college-level vocabulary words. That gives you a good foundation, and that way it helps you when you're reading, so you're not surprised and you don't see a lot of new words every time you're reading a passage. That's number two. Number three, you want to work on understanding the strategies for the different question types for the TOEFL IBT. This is important. For example, some of the questions during the reading are called completing charts or schematic tables. Other types of questions have to do with rhetorical purpose. Other questions are called detail, implied detail questions. Some questions are main idea. But whatever kind of question it is you're being asked, there are specific strategies that you need to use to answer those questions. And there's 2 basic things here, PS. Number one, you want to make sure you recognize what question type it is you're being asked. Number two, how you find that answer in the reading passage. So it's very important to make sure you have good test-taking strategies for the reading section of the test. The fourth thing that you want to do is increase your reading speed. That's why, PS, at my website, under the reading step, I have 70 different speed reading tests that improve your reading speed from 100 to 350 words per minute. So your goal is to try to improve your reading speed to about at least 300 words per minute or faster with 80% comprehension. So to answer your first question, PS, I think to improve your TOEFL reading score, you need to practice extensive reading, develop a good solid vocabulary base of about 1,500 to 2,000 words. You need good test-taking reading skills and strategies, and you need to improve your reading speed so you can concentrate better and remember more, and most importantly, you can read faster and answer questions in a very fast way. So that's my answer to your reading. Now, writing is a little more complicated. It can be a little more complicated, but let's take a look at it. So your second question here is how to improve my writing. So let's take a look at that. So I think improving your writing is also somewhat related to some of the suggestions I gave you in the reading, especially with vocabulary. You have to have good control of vocabulary, and if you're practicing reading on a regular basis, it'll make it much easier for you to choose the right word when you're trying to write a paragraph. So by reading a lot, you can minimize the number of errors you're making with word choice, and also you can improve your vocabulary, right? So in addition to reading a lot, you also need to practice grammar. You need to make sure you have good control of both your basic and your complex grammar, when you're writing. So this is very important. You want to make sure you understand how to organize and develop your ideas. You're using the right kinds of vocabulary words and the right kind of grammar to express your idea. So that's very, very important to help you with your writing. And obviously, with writing, you need sample essays, and that's why in my writing step, I think it's number 3, I have 45 different sample essays to show you, how you can write the independent writing task. I also have a good sample for the integrated writing task, which shows you how to organize those types of writing tasks. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is you need to practice taking writing practice tests, both types. You need to practice independent writing practice tests and integrated writing practice tests, and then get feedback from a TOEFL specialist. And of course, that's exactly what I do at the 7-step system. Each day, P.S., I have at least 10 or 12 different practice tests that students have submitted at my 7-step system website. So what I do in my worker, what we do is we read the essay, we score the essay, and then we recommend specific lessons to help these students get better. So with the writing area, it's a combination of learning vocabulary, practicing grammar, and taking practice tests and getting feedback from a TOEFL specialist. And that's exactly how you improve your reading and your writing areas. Alrighty, thanks for contacting me, and keep up the good work.